Good YouTubing, everybody. Thanks for stopping by and checking out this review. And as always, we'd like to thank our viewers and our subscribers, because without you, we're not us. So let's talk about McFarlane Toys, DC Multiverse, DC Studios Deluxe Theatrical Edition, Ultraman, by the Superman 25 movie. Guys, let me know something in the comments. Will you be purchasing this figure or not? And did you like the 2025 film? Let us know. But right now, let's go ahead and roll them off the stand and let's get started. Okay, so let's take a look at the packaging. The packaging is not new because you have your collector editions. That's the size I'm getting from it. It's not like your traditional McFarlane DC Multiverse packaging, the skinny one, but this is more of the collector editions and stuff like that. So let's go over it. If you look at the top panel, you're gonna see your 22 points of articulation, right? McFarlane Toys logo in blue there. And if you look down, you see that cutout. That's the window that looks down at the figure. Let's go to the side panel. If you look up the side panel, you're going to see DC Multiverse, Ultraman, and you'll see the Superman 25 logo with the DC Studios there, right? Of course. And if you look at there closely with Ultraman, you can also see that foil. That's kind of that blue color that has the kind of shine to it. That's pretty cool. That's throughout the box. I do like that. Okay, so let's look at the other side panel. You're gonna have the Superman being that in the movie 25 movie there. You're seeing that decal. You see the shine to it from the decal. That's pretty nice. We do like that. And DC Studios at top, Superman at the bottom. Okay, so the face of the packaging, you're looking at the deluxe theatrical edition. You're seeing the blue foil in between the lettering. That's great. That's what's giving it shine. If you look at the outlining on the background, on the bubble, you're gonna see the blue too. So that's nice. Ultraman on the bottom has the blue foil as well. So that is neat. So the front cover there, we see the DC right there on top in the middle. And we also see the Superman logo in the middle as well with DC Studios, Ultraman, right? And the action figure and all the accessories inside the bubble with the trading card and the action figure base and a possibly mini diorama in back, right? Okay, so let's flip it over to the back side. And there you have it, the trading card. You got your McFarlane logo there at the top corner, Ultraman, Superman there, and of course, you have the guy, the man, right? Okay, and that will do it for the packaging. And for the inside of the packaging, you can see the trading card and the action figure base. I keep the trading card and the action figure base in plastic to keep the card in mint condition. If I want to read the bio, I just go online and check it out there. But the action figure base itself, I have no use for personally. But that will do it for the inside of the packaging. Okay, so let's give him a measure. We'll start at the inches. On the inches, he'll be right at 7.5, maybe a little over, okay? And on the centimeter side, just right at 19 centimeters, maybe a little over. That's where he's at, that's where he's standing, and that's what we're working with today. Okay, we'll go ahead and scale him up. We'll just use one mega figure. That's it. If I had more figures from this line for the 2025 Superman, I would do that. But right now I do not, because somebody has to be first, and Ultraman is first. We'll go ahead and put Darkseid on there just so you can get the idea of the size comparison, right? With the mega figure. Let's go ahead and get him in there correctly. Okay, so you see him there, right? So it's scaled pretty correctly. It looks decent. I think that, like I said before, in the past, the mega figures always scale well because they use the mega figures with the bigger guys in the comics, which is nice. So that does look good. I wish I had more to show side by side from the 2025 Superman. That would be awesome. But this is what we got, and you get the idea. Okay, so let's take a look at the accessories. You don't get many. All you do is get 3 pair of extra hands, which is 6, it's cool. But wouldn't you like to see them have some kind of effect? It's just something of that nature. With all the plastic left over, the translucent plastic, the swirls, the magic that McFarlane has in his arsenal, he has some of that. Throw some in there and that would be great. Extra head sculpt would definitely do it, right? Okay, so let's take a look at the hands that are open. That could hold a weapon. which they don't, because there is no accessory for it. You have to get your own, right? Okay, so let's take a look at a hand. I'm gonna try to get this focused. Okay, you see in the distance there, you can see that purple on the tips there, right? That's matching the movie. You do have the silver touchings here, right? The protection of the fingers and the knuckles. That's there, detailed. It's not too bad. The palm is black. It looks like they chipped away at carving it, the paint. And you can see it there, having that on it. Let me see if I can get it closer with the hand. You see how that's kind of chipped away on the palm. Instead of having a palm, you just got some chips in an ugly palm. So that's not that great. You see the purple there, purple here by the top of the wrist, right? Top of the hand. And there's your silver protection on the fingers, and the fingers of course are purple, right? Okay, and that's the same on the other hand. The other hand looks no different, but we'll pop it on just to show you. Okay, here we are. There it is, right? Same concept, same thing. Ugly palm, pink fingers, and your thumb is not pink, but purple. Your thumb is not purple. That has that kind of a, I would say blackish. It's just black. That's all it is. It's black. And then your silver touching all the same like the other glove, just on the other hand, right? There, let's just get it close. See it? Yeah. That's okay. It's not that great. I'm not impressed with it, but it will do. Okay, so let's go with that punch hands. All right, punch hands. Here we are. The punch hands are pretty basic. They're just globbed up plastic, sculpted, and then painted. Okay, right? As you can see them over there. So let's check it out. There you have it, your punch hand, right? Okay, let's get this closer so you can see that. That's okay. We're getting the same colors from the other gloves, of course. Your purple by your top of your wrist, then your protection by the fingers with silver, black palm, and you should have purple fingers hidden in the fist, right? Punch hand. That's okay. Right? Just as good as the other one. It's not great. I'm not impressed, but there you have it. Okay? All right, so we don't have to see the other one. It's the exact same. I was just looking at it and I'm thinking, yeah, we don't need to see it again. Okay, so let's take a look at the hands that can hold like a gun maybe. It seems like you can hold a gun with this weapon, with this hand here, which would be nice. Some kind of weapon would be good. We don't have it. Okay, so let's take a look at it. It's actually done a little bit better than what I'm seeing. So here we are. Okay, you see it there. The paint scheme on it is a little bit smoother. You do see that purple on the wrist, kind of a half gauntlet. That looks good. And you're looking at the tips of the fingers, and of course that's black, and the palms are black, which are very ugly. There you have it. Same concept, just a little smoother paint job, but it's still not impressive. Okay, there you go on that. All right, so for the hands, that should do it. What do you have left? No, you have the flat hands. That's in the distance there. You see him? He's over there. Yeah, there he is. All blurred up. Okay, so let's take a look at the hands that are open. There they are, flat. Same concept we talked about. You see it. There goes that protection on the fingers, knuckles. You have your purple, right? He fell in some purple. Oh, God, I didn't mean to. Yeah, tips. No, nothing on the thumb, right? Black palm, ugly palm. Don't even look like a palm, right? Okay, that will do it for the accessories. Okay, so let's check out the appearance. The figure itself is pretty basic, just like he is in the film. There's nothing really to him. Nothing cool of a suit, nothing, powers aren't cool. He's just pretty normal to me. But let's go ahead and start with the head here. You see how you have the two tones there? You're gonna have the more glazed over on the suit, then you'll have the graded here, right? Okay, that's pretty much spot on. The glasses are there, right? All blacked out. And of course you have the Sub-Zero mask on the front there. That's pretty decent there, right? So above all on the head, it's just purple and a different, more of a lighter purple, right? And then you're gonna paint them and have it graded in some areas and smooth in some areas. Poke the holes for the mask, breathing areas right, okay? You see the neck is also painted and bunched up like it's the suit, and also collared with the armor as well, right? The glasses are all black. You see that protruding inside the face. Looks like they're on. That's pretty decent there. That looks pretty good, actually, if you see that. Okay, you go to the back, you can see more armor there in different colors. Purple, yep. And the shoulders are on the figure. They're not PVC. They do not move at all, but they are on the figure there, and you can see the colors of purple there on it with the detail, right? Okay, that's the same on both sides. And if you look at the front, you can see the Ultraman emblem. That's going to be your silver touching there. It looks like silver color, and the single point in the center of the U for Ultra is also silver, right? Just like his belt. His belt is a minor silver as well. Not as shiny as his emblem on his chest, but it should be. But that's the same silver, so it should be. But there you have it there. We're looking at more of that grays material and smooth mix in between, right? You've seen a lot of grays and smooth, but when you start going down to the arms of the figure and the legs, you don't see much of that grays coming out anymore. You know, on the back side, you do quite a bit going down the center all the way to the bottom of the butt. You do see that there, right? Okay. Looking at the gauntlets of the figure, you see smooth purple. Also seeing the black gloves. We know what they look like. We've seen them before in the accessories, right? There they are there. Okay. And if we look down by the feet, you're going to get the purple with the black accents in the ankles, shins, and also in the shoes, right? That's the treading and also the tongue and around the shoe, right? Okay, very basic figure. In hand, it feels pretty decent, but it's really basic. Nothing to them, right? Okay, and that'll do it for the appearance. Okay, so let's step into it. The POA, the points of articulation. So we're looking at this basic figure here. We've seen this before. I know most of you guys seen this buck. It's nothing new, but we're gonna go over it and see where we're at, right? So starting with the head, we're on the motions here of a ball and socket. I'm pretty sure that comes off, but that is a ball and socket inside. That's what you have for your rotations. You'll have a couple tilts. It's not gonna be major, but it's gonna be just enough, as you can see. Down, up, so that's okay. Up is really restricted because of this suit. This is ABS plastic here, not PVC, so the lifting up can be a challenge. You could do it and manipulate it. If you tape off the head, that's on you. Glasses are stationary, of course. All right, the body itself, where the arms, where the body rotates, that's also on rotate system there. You can see that. That looks like it's on a ball and socket as well, just like down below by the waist. Here is on a ball and socket, and that moves well for crunching reasons and moving side to side, right? And if you look at the arms, you are gonna have it on the ball and joint that sticks inside, also with the hinges there that rotate. That way you can get your motions up the way you like, right? You see how the motions can come out. If you twist it up where the latch is, it'll take you up even higher, right? I think that's a song. Okay, and there are your cuts, letting you know the bicep swivel is there. Yes, and your double jointed arms are there. No surprise. And if you go to the hands, since they are interchangeable, they will rotate. And they do have latches of their own on that funny pin system. Yeah, do not like the pin system. That's their latch system. Do not like that. I like when the hand goes over in and go into a regular latch, but this works okay, but it just breaks over time very easily, and you don't want that, okay? So the diaper itself, it's quite large, and then you see the legs there. They are on the click flies there, right? Those click and they fly out, right? You do not have any thigh swivels, but you do have rotations on the upper thigh there. Not much, right? Double jointed knees are here. There you go. And you do have some PVC plastic in the front kind of hiding that hinge. Not bad. We do like that. Okay. And you do have the rotations in the ankles, the crazy joint there, which rotates up and down. You do have that as a rocker. Okay. Okay. So let me show that again. That's a hat latch there and hinge. And then you have the rocker that is used on, right? And the pivot in the toe. Gotta love the pivot in the toe. Okay, no twists in the calf either. That's not there. All right, so for this figure, it's okay. I'm not really impressed with it because there's nothing to it. They didn't bring anything with them. Nothing. I know he's strong. I know he does his thing, but come on, give us something with this figure now. A different head sculpt would be great. Maybe the cracked helmet when Superman punched him, he punched his teeth out. Something like that. That's creative. Okay, and that'll do it for the articulation. Give me some effects, McFarlane. Okay, for the pros and cons. My cons are, there are no accessories. You gave us some hands. Wow, we're really impressive. They're hands. No effects, no extra head sculpt, nothing. So that really disappoints me in that, especially being a new movie. You're going out with a bang. Come on. Okay. What I do like, it does look good because of the movie, how he looks, it does look good. So the paint scheme on it, I do like that. The articulation is fair. You do have enough hands. That's fair. Just no accessories. But I do like that. So for the most part of the figure, I'm going to have to give it a 2 out of 3 stars. Guys, let me know what your stars are. And you guessed it. You can get it at BigBadToyStore.com. Just check out BigBadToyStore.com. So what are you waiting for? Check them out. And this brings us to the end of our video. If you found the video informational or you just simply enjoyed watching, please hit the like, comment, share, and subscribe button. And as always, this has been another toy review. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.